Chapter 26, The Angelica Touch by Lindsay J. Sedgwick. It takes Kitty 2 days to convince Mum that a practice date is not the daftest idea since the last daft idea she shot down. Mainly because Kitty pitches in such a way that she thinks it might be fun. Because Kitty will be there the whole time, and because Mum knows, maybe, deep down, that she has to do something. I've sworn Chris to secrecy about my role in the whole affair. Not because it could still go wrong, but because my involvement would give her the best excuse to change her mind. The non-romantic and entirely pragmatic training tryst will take place in the old barn at 11 a.m. on Saturday. By then, breakfast is over, and at present it doesn't look like we'll have any checkouts that day. The old barn in the far field isn't as dodgy as it sounds. It is only ever used for hay, so it doesn't smell bad or anything. Besides, Mum won't want anyone to know she's doing this, and nobody has any reason to pass through the far field in February except sheep. Or maybe Guppy, now and then, with a power drill and fertiliser. On Friday, Chris drops a table and 2 chairs to the barn and the scene is set. Mum will be too busy now with everyday hotel stuff to change her mind. This is my last rational thought. We're in the apartment when I hear a bus pull up outside, and exactly 22 excuses to cancel romance disgorge noisily onto our stoop in sturdy hiking boots. It's as if they've been sent by a malicious little elf who wants me to be single all my life. Am I hallucinating? Said Mum. No. It's definitely not another whale or Brad Pitt. Nope. Mum grabs her cardigan. Maybe they're lost. I follow her downstairs, and it seems they're in the right place. The Drishog Arms. Mum takes a step back into the office on the pretext of checking the booking on the computer. How many rooms do we have made of? Maybe 10, I say. She returns to the front desk where the leader of the pack brandishes a 20% discount voucher and the printout of an itinerary entitled Walking Tour of Drishog's Myths and Magical Townlands. Group booking, Friday and Saturday night. Maybe I could speak to Genevieve O'Malley? As if on cue, Guppy sweeps in the main door before Mum can respond. Jacqueline Maguire, well, I never. Hugs and kisses transform the lobby into a seething mass of goodwill. Guppy is togged up like a 19th century country lady. The look is scatty but intriguing. I suspect the velvet wraparound overskirt is a tablecloth. You do realise you're a week early, she says. Are we? Jacqueline looks around at her colleagues. Long time since I've been that early. You were a week early for your wedding, dear, one of her companions explains, but Jacqueline is gesturing at Mum for Guppy's benefit. I thought your manager was a bit odd, she says. Before Mum can do a wobbly, and it is there forming in her mind, Guppy shoos her out from behind the desk. She fishes out a guest list and places it on the counter. Next, she produces a bundle of flyers from her pocket that she hands to me to pass out. Hot off the press this very afternoon, she says. Mum's too shocked to do much else except calculate in her head how many beds they will need and whether we have enough sausages and rashers for breakfast or will need to grab some downtown. Now, leave your bags over there, says Guppy, under the picture for myself with the last whale to stay in the hotel. There's an appreciative ripple of laughter that seems to set the mood as she ushers them into the bar. Let's get you some nice hot ports in the lounge while we sort out your rooms. Mum's reading one of Guppy's leaflets. Follow the footsteps of Ireland's greatest lovers, it screams in calligraphic scrawls. A walking tour of Drishog, lust, love, myth and magic. This is what she's been up to. Labadrouche, where it all began, the Courch, field of dreams, lover stumble, the sighing wall, the stone man and his heart's desire. Mum's wide awake now. And who does she attack? Me. I suppose you knew all about this. She turns the leaflet over to look at the price list. Oh, well, this makes her stop. Who would have thought people would pay so much to go tramping around fields? How many rooms will we need, she says when Guppy returns. 22, says Guppy. For tonight. Maybe less after that, once Drishog weaves its magic. The noise level in the bar goes up several notches. It's a singles walking club, she explains. If this is flirting for the over 50s, it's scary. They might double up tomorrow, she says. Mum starts on me. Angelica, second floor, rooms 12 to 20. Not 21, it's too damp. There goes my Friday evening in a blur of sheets, pillowcases and towels. She holds open the restaurant door. Guppy, can I have a word? It's never good when she says that. Never, never, never. So it's in Guppy's interest, really. that I spot Guppy's shawl and follow them in to give it back. She's 73. Someone has to look after her. First, Mum was saying, you should have told me what if the hotel had been full. She should have closed the kitchen door if she didn't want me to listen. Oh, Chris and Angelica would have helped me, says Guppy. Most of the hotel has been empty all winter. Besides, I came a week early. I was waiting for the leaflets to arrive, and they only got here this afternoon. The website is barely alive. That lovely vicar's boy helped me out. Unless I got the date wrong. Mum remains mute. See, they're my test group. I got in touch with Jacqueline. She's the daughter of an old friend. Runs these single meet-up groups. The dating website gave me an idea. I pitched it to her, and she leapt right in. We're not getting full price in the rooms, but if the weekend comes up to scratch, they'll spread the word faster than a scoop of butter on a warm windowsill. That's not the point, says Mum. Would you have told me before next week? Of course I would, says Guppy. Mum doesn't sound convinced, so everyone knew except me. Technically, says Guppy, Angelica and Chris didn't know. Simon only knew out of necessity, but I swore him to secrecy. What about Father Lafarge and Big Brenda and the vicar? I never told Big Brenda, says Guppy. Mum lets out a long sigh. She has a range of sighs almost as extensive as I have hugs. Well, I had to okay it with the religious, says Guppy in her own defence, to make sure I didn't step on their toes when I claimed that St. Mary in the grotto was actually Bridget, the pagan priestess that the church sucked up. Father Lafarge said it was fine, so long as I did the same with something in the Church of Ireland grounds too. So I did. Mum sits down, deflated. This is a madhouse. It was meant to be a nice surprise, says Guppy. You've been telling me how worried you are about numbers since the recession hit. Well, that's my responsibility too. I've left you holding everything together, and it's time to harness our horses. The minute they leave, says Mum, you walk me through the package before another lot arrives. I don't want to look like a complete fool again. Mum sticks on the kettle, a sign that the storm has run its course. Is any of it real? Oh, it's all potentially real, says Guppy. Who's to say Maeve didn't test her men's virility in the far field, where the Labatrouche lies? Could have been how the town got its name and the men its reputation. If they expect clean sheets each night, we're scuppered. Mum pulls out a packet of chocolate biscuits from a filing cabinet drawer full of recipes and kitchen paperwork and gobbles 3 without pausing. So that's where the secret stash is. This is the point when I should produce Guppy's shawl. Did you love him, says Guppy, suddenly. What? Angelica's dad, did you love him? That's none of your business, says Mum. So you want to end up like me, she says, so quiet as I almost miss it? You're your own boss, says Mum. You live in a beautiful place. Everyone loves you. 46 years of sleeping alone, says Guppy, walking alone, buried in my books. This hotel was all I had until you and Angelica came along. I know she's worried about you. You had Chris, says Mum. I did, says Guppy. And just don't leave it too late. I hardly dare breathe as Mum opens the door with me behind it and strides out. Guppy follows, but before I move she says, shouldn't you be making up beds? She closes the door, so I'm revealed. I hand her the scarf and take the back stairs so I can arrive on the 2nd floor before Mum. To be continued.